Hi guys, today is July 6, 2020 and futures are higher on Regeneron reporting starting phase 3 trial of its treatment for COVID-19 and its cocktail treatment, and people are very optimistic about this trial and also about the reopening of the economy. So futures are a lot higher pre-market, and so far so good, but we'll see what happens. So let's jump to SPY ETF for S&P 500, and they still have this drawing of the support lines, and looks like we're going higher to me. And this is this is flirting with the all-time high for S&P 500 already, and I think we're gonna take over this this high that we set back in February. So let's jump to corporate news. Dominion Energy. It was reported that Dominion Energy sold its natural gas transmission and storage network to Warren Buffett's Berkshire Hathaway for $4 billion. Also, Berkshire is assuming $5.7 billion in debt for Dominion. But in a separate note, Dominion reported that them and Duke Energy abandoned their $8 billion Atlantic Coast pipeline after legal delays. So the first news was pretty good was the sale of assets to Warren Buffett, and also Warren Buffett is assuming Dominion's debt. But the second news was not so good because there was a lot of money spent on this Atlantic pipeline, and now it has to be abandoned or cancelled. So Dominion shares are trading a little bit lower, and I wouldn't touch Dominion at this point because I'd like it to come down a little bit, and if it comes down to like mid-70s, then I would be interested to buy Dominion. And Duke Energy, on a separate note, Duke Energy is also trading lower on these news, and I think it's going actually lower than the pre-market. Right now it's trading around $79, and I think it's going to mid-70s. So I wouldn't touch neither Duke or Dominion until they reach those prices, like mid-70s, both of them, because they trade in the same range actually. Okay, NIO. NIO shares rising pre-market, and no particular news, but they had pretty good sales numbers last week, and the shares rose a lot, but right now it's pushing overbought territory a lot. I mean, I like NIO, and I think it's a very interesting company, an electric vehicle company from China, and I would be interested in shares, but I think I would be very careful with NIO at these levels, and especially considering this gap here from like $8 to $9 that needs to be filled. So I would be careful with shares of NIO at these levels. Okay, so another electric vehicle company called Electrameccanica Vehicles. Very interesting company. It's marketed as a short-range vehicle for commuting, and called Solo. And Solo is a single-passenger, three-wheeled battery electric vehicle with a 100-mile range. So this company is very, very interesting, and would be, I mean, on the heels of the recent craze about electric vehicles, this could be a very interesting and spec buy. Stock symbol SOLO. Okay, so Tesla, staying with the electric vehicle theme, again rose this morning after a bearish analyst from I believe from Morgan Stanley raised its price target to 295 from 275. I mean, these price targets are hilarious for Tesla, and stock is trading at almost $1,300, and the analyst is raising its price target to 295. It's unbelievable. But at a separate note, GMP Securities raised its price target to 1,500, and that's the real reason why Tesla shares are jumping this morning. But again, it's trading a bit too high for me, and I'm holding shares. I'm a shareholder, and but to establish a new position, I would be very careful with Tesla at these levels. The next company is Uber. Okay, Uber had some news, and it was reported that Uber has agreed on a deal to buy food delivery service Postmates for $2.65 billion. And previously Uber has been trying to buy GrubHub, and but that effort was unsuccessful. But on this deal, Uber shares are rising, and I actually like Lyft shares more than Uber, and Lyft is also a higher pre-market this morning. But I mean, I don't mind to buy Uber at these prices, but Lyft is my choice between the two. Okay, and speaking of GrubHub, GrubHub is very high, and going looks like it's going even higher than that, and we'll see what happens. But I think GrubHub is a hold for me at these levels. Okay, GRUB. Okay, FCAU. Fiat Chrysler. So Fiat said they may cut its planned special dividend related to its upcoming merger with PSA Group. And the company is trying to conserve cash amid the ongoing pandemic. And actually, that's the old news, and it was pretty much expected that they will cut the special dividend. And I think the shares may go actually higher, and they're higher pre-market. FCAU. Okay, Boeing. Okay, Boeing shares are higher as well, as everything is higher as well. And Boeing is preparing for another round of tests of its 737 MAX jet that will involve government and airline crews around the world. So I think they could recertify MAX in September, and I think Boeing is actually a buy here, and I think the shares may go higher from these levels. Okay, Harley-Davidson. Okay, Harley-Davidson, it's a motorcycle maker, was rated as a buy in a new coverage at Citi that notes an attractive valuation and a new CEO turnaround. So, as I told you before, like a week ago, that Harley-Davidson, I'm very bullish about this company and this stock, and I think the shares may go higher from here. It has a pretty good technical setup, and I think the new CEO is making the right moves. Okay, GNUS brands or GNUS brands. Okay, this stock rose big on Thursday. It's a darling of the Robinhood investors. It's been on a crazy run recently. It rose from like pretty much under $1 to like to a very high $11.73 set in just recently, and then came down a lot after that. And now it's trading around $4 pre-market at least, and it's reported that the chairman and CEO is expected to host a conference call today to discuss key business development. So nobody knows what this key business development is. At least I don't know. But shares are rising, and people are expecting big news. I don't know. I would rather see what this business development is, because stock could be sold off on the news, as a matter of fact. GNUS. Okay, Dada Nexus. Dada Nexus is the Chinese company, is a grocery delivery company in China, and it provides the last mile delivery services and partners with grocery stores. And it turned out that Walmart actually holds or owns 10.7% of Dada stake. Dada stock stake. So that was taken as a very positive news for Dada, and shares are going higher. As a matter of fact, it's higher pre-market, and I think it may go even higher than that. So I think it would be an interesting buy, in my opinion. A spec buy, but an interesting buy. ACCD. Accolade. So Accolade rose 35% after pricing its IPO on Thursday at $22 per share, but it jumped and closed at $29.70. And actually, it's a company that provides human experts to employees to help them to figure out their benefit packages or benefits, health benefits. So very interesting buy, in my opinion. Accolade, ACCD, and I think I would be basically swing trading the stock. Again, ACCD, another stock that was that came out as a IPO on Thursday is Lemonade, LMND. That's an insurer, and this company does the insurers for pretty much 90% of their customers are under the age of 35. But it rose crazy high on their IPO announcement, and it's even higher today, but I wouldn't touch this stock because I think it's way too high. And ACCD is good, LMND I would wait. Okay, so another actually IPO that's coming on Friday, this Friday, NKTX. I'm just saying this because it's gonna come out, and maybe you can watch this IPO and maybe trade it or make some money on it. That's the company that's it's a cancer treatment company that was treating cancer with cell therapies, and could be an interesting trade on Friday. NKTX, Akamai. Okay, Akamai Technologies, AKAM, stock symbol, and it climbed on Thursday after Cohen upgraded their stock from market perform to outperform, and raised price target to 150. And Akamai Technologies is a content delivery network company, and I think it's going higher. And the last company that I want to give you is CEMI. Cambio Diagnostics. Cambio Diagnostics shares rose on Thursday. It expected to report COVID product development plans and Q2 preliminary estimates today. So interesting stock to watch, and I think the shares may go actually higher. CEMI. Okay, that's it, guys. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel, click the like button, and I'll see you Thursday.